Hey guys, today we are going to make grid view lists like these using the GridView widget in Flutter. So the most basic variant of this GridView widget is GridView.count, where you will have to specify a list of items in the children parameter. The cross-axis count is basically the number of columns we want to have in our grid view, in my case 2. So here is this list. We can specify the items we want in the grid view. In my case 6, so I'm making 6 containers. Notice how it looks like a big blue block. To fix this, we need to add spacing. To add spacing, there are 3 parameters, which are padding. Here we are going to give the padding of 10. And then we have cross-axis spacing, which is the spacing between our columns. And then main axis spacing, which is the spacing between our rows. As you can see, it's a clean looking grid view now. You can definitely experiment with the amount of columns you want. But this is a very static way of setting up a grid view, which is not that often used in practical projects. So when our items are dynamic, we definitely cannot use this GridView.count widget. Instead, we can use the GridView.builder. There are 2 different parameters, grid delegate and item builder. Grid delegate takes a widget called sliver grid delegate with fixed cross-axis count. I know a long name, but if you're using Visual Studio or Android Studio or any other editor, I think if you type the first few letters, the entire widget should come up. So basically, in this widget, we can specify the cross-axis count, which is the number of columns. But now we are going to specify the item builder, which takes a function. So we're going to pass context and index. So as a function, it's going to return a widget. That we want to display as each item. Here, after specifying, it's just one item, but you can change that to as many as you want. With the item counter parameter, here I specified 6. Notice how it's still a block, and to fix this, we are again using the spacing parameters, but in the sliver widget. Now, if I change the item count to 12, it's even scrollable. But you can disable the scroll physics by specifying this parameter called physics, and you can specify never scrollable scroll physics widget to it. So basically, that's it for this video. You can definitely experiment more with the parameters though. Yeah.